welcome back to Gilded Gaming.
Welcome back to Gilded Gaming!
Okay, I powdered my forehead and now, again, my forehead is...
Yeah, you shine.
I powdered my dang forehead. What do you want me to do? I'll have to fix it.
Fine.
You messed with the filter, didn't you?
I haven't touched the filter, but every time you mess with the filter, it's gonna be all messed up.
Well, it's that or I don't
Turn
have...
your head. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. If I don't do anything, I'll have no forehead, guys. Can't have that. All right. So, heading into class trial, Byakuya is who I suspected was murdered, and he was. So...
Hey Claire, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. Blair.
Oh Claire, I gave you back your bananas from last night since I wasn't actually there to really be a monkey. So, have fun.
These glasses, there's too many things on my ears. My earbuds, my head, headband. All right. So, we're heading towards class trial, which is on...
At the mountain with Monica's face on the center island.
So, I really hope it was Teru who did the murder, because I just don't like him.
Dezshire predicted last time that it would be Teru, but then she admitted she doesn't actually think it's him. She just wants him gone.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did I get here?
Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
No way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
They used the sculpting laser from the live-action Richie Rich movie?
I mean, it wasn't even a mountain there before.
They dropped it from the sky. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
I wish I knew how to say that. Well, it's nice to have you. Byakuya, you still needed his knowledge.
What thing? I can't see it from like angels.
How is it? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. I could just call you Angie Yunaga. Okay. Okay. So the 4s are meant to be 8. Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right. Did you say that?
Can't believe he's dead.
What is she foaming at the mouth? Or?
Yeah, she's foaming at the mouth.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it.
Oh, I know. They probably ran away.
No way.
Ah, hell no. There's no way I let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey.
Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. Wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
I love Monokuma. Monokuma's my favorite character. And you're right. He does just burst in the party. You, how can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
He wants to know who your favorite character is.
Monokuma.
It's still early on. She hasn't really met most of the new ones. Who was your favorite character in part 1? You gotta pick one of the class members.
Kirigiri was my favorite character.
Okay, Kyoko.
Yeah. And then in this one, of my classmates, Gundam so far is my favorite character.
Gundam Tanaka.
I just love him and his 4 divas. And his, the earring?
The Hellhound earring.
The Hellhound.
Yeah.
Your friend Sims for Monokuma? Monokuma is freaking awesome. Last week I had my face painted all up like Monokuma. Well, not all up, but I had like some Monokuma face paint going on.
See, I like Toko too, but she's not a big fan of Genocide Jack. You like My Hero? That's cool. Here's my favorite one in this one. I like Nagito.
Yeah, he likes Nagito.
I can't explain why, because I've played this before. Dezshire, she's playing it blind. She doesn't know what's going on.
And I think Nagito is super sus.
My Hero, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko.
Thanks for following. We really appreciate it.
Dumbass.
And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I'm right here.
Now then,
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to.
Yeah, just like wizards.
Yeah, that's right.
Wizards are never late. You like Mikan? Mikan? Mikan. I'm still learning all the Japanese names.
They teach you like just like the alphabet in Japanese. Like, they all the vowels are always the same.
Rhymes with. Yeah, it depends.
It depends on what part of the word. Yeah.
Like,
Different people pronounce that word
do you say it pecan or pecan? The big debate, especially, you know.
hey,
It seems you noticed it too. That out and covered for me.
If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
All right, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
I'll use My Hero as your profile picture. That's awesome.
Nice.
Please, wait a second.
What's this?
My, Minomi. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
Dezshire is actually playing all these games blind. We've not played. We just did Danganronpa 1 like a couple months ago. It's on YouTube now if you want to check it out. Check out our YouTube. You can see the Danganronpa 1 playthrough. And Monokuma is awesome. That's definitely Dezshire's actual favorite character.
My least?
Oh, I can answer that one for her. She's been going on about it.
Nagito.
No. Really?
Oh, what? Well, I mean, oh yeah, Teru. Like, I'm most suspicious of Nagito, but my least favorite character is Teru because like everything that comes out of his mouth is perverted.
She predicted that Teru is the murderer on this one, not because she thinks he actually did it. She just wants him gone and she hopes he dies. So yeah, I'd say that's your least favorite.
Yeah, same.
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic mascot.
Oh, and thank you for the follow, Super DGM. I sorry, I was answering so many questions. Your least favorite is Teru. Okay, so see, I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone. Even I didn't like Terror.
Every time I hear him whistle, I'm like, oh.
Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service.
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
Your least favorite is probably, oh yeah, he is, yeah. He's a little bit interesting.
I feel like Soda would be okay if he didn't just completely simp on the princess from the very beginning.
Yeah, he totally simps for the princess.
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
It's not quite as bad as what's his face? The big guy from the first one with Celeste. You know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The the manga artist.
You've seen up to Chapter 2's motive? Well, we may get to that tonight, but we'll see. You have a Hyoko cosplay. Cool. Alright, you told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
See? Acting sus.
What's going on?
You mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it?
Secret entrance? Oh, I mean, let's see.
Of course, right?
Oh, I love Monokuma.
You didn't.
Oh. What the is something's shaking.
This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down.
I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Something came out.
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Manga Z is trembling with fear.
Crimson Steel Elephant. What?
Yeah, you got 3 of the names so far now. You got 1 more left on the names.
Why? That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me, seriously. Just forgive me already.
It's a JoJo reference, I swear.
Could be a JoJo reference. Why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way! There's just no way! There's no way we'll find the killer!
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake.
That's the only thing this girl knows how to say. Man up, man up, man up. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. I kind of like Chiaki.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know why. It's just she like. I think it's because she's
Because
like.
you're a video game girl?
Well, I mean, yeah, but she's kind of your.
Doesn't want you bad-mouthing his wife now.
Second most mature person in the game.
That's probably true.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, is the most people.
This is an elevator?
This right here is the most people that will ever be in this elevator.
That's true. I see.
Yes, you.
This entire rock is an elevator.
Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he has gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. I'm really surprised that Taro did not comment there. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. I mean, yeah, this is nerve-wracking. They either have to determine... They either have to determine who the killer is or they're all gonna die.
My favorite viewer quote from the first game still is that the two strongest things in the Danganronpa universe are Sakura and Akane's top button. That was a great... Whoever said that was hilarious. Dezshire didn't know who Akane was at the time, but now she...
There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. I love how he takes you up an escalator to drop you down the mountain.
Just, he said to be extra. You gotta go into a giant statue of him.
Yeah. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome!
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you?
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
You fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole!
Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written.
Looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walk... You don't like the Yakuza? Yeah, it's got like no person... I don't know. Maybe if I knew his story a little bit more, I'd like him a little bit more.
If he survives.
If he survives, yeah. We walk towards the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Tagami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. Question mark? Da da da. Or is it? You already know. Man, I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. I really felt like he was gonna die first just because he presented such a big roadblock for Monokuma. Like, and I just was like, somehow, like, he's a big roadblock, honestly, for anybody trying to get off the island, because he's trying to keep everybody together and united and keeping them positive from killing each other. So obviously, if you were, I don't know, like, I think by trying to do that, he unintentionally made, I don't know. But there's probably more to the story. So, of course there's more to the story. There's always more to the story in Class Trial. There is no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. By sacrificing the killer, we're all killers. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I would like to save the current progress. Yes, please, and thank you. I don't have any skills.
Alright, that was good.
I forgot to buy skills.
Oh well. Be fine.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
You bet someone killed him.
Now then, let's let's begin with a
He just
simple
tripped and fell into the
explanation of
table
the
and
class
died
trial.
himself 8 times.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate money, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
He just has her tied up there.
Yeah.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No thinking about if is a waste of time. But we have to do this no matter what. The class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the... Okay. I think the triangle is the diamond. Yeah, I think the triangle is the diamond.
Okay.
Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right one.
If you hit start, it shows you the health thing. Always controls it.
Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, okay.
It shows you the controls for wherever you're at.
I understand. Make your argument.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
So there's only one thing we can shoot at. We just have to figure out which one it is.
This is still kind of a tutorial trial.
What he said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
I can pause the time to read stuff.
Okay, move the receptacle.
Firing is Y. Triangle.
Okay. That was right. It doesn't seem like that's... Oh, okay.
In a place like that.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered
They still give you way more time than you do, not
They
quite to
probably
the
moved the
extent
body
as the
there.
first one.
Oh, I meant, okay.
There's a speed up button.
Obviously,
Which one's
by
the
hiding
speed up button?
The circle.
Okay.
They tried to delay it like a dog burying a bone!
Yeah. Okay, I got it on the right truth
Why was
bullet.
Byakuya's
Now that I
body
learned the
placed
controls,
like
sorry
that?
about that, guys.
His body was underneath the tape at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Theoretically, you also have a way to slow down time.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the
I think it was Nagito with the candlestick in the game.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
That's true.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Sadly, no.
Too
I
bad
get the
you're
feeling
so
Kazuichi's not gonna have
stupid
very
and
many
boring
genius
and
ideas.
unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
No, he was not.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
That must have been it.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what
Maybe he
Byakuya
was trying to
doing
kill one of
during the
us.
Party, don't you think?
Terra looks like Oh. The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing. Okay. Doing that in the party, then it's it's connected to what he's doing during the party. I mean, like, I think the reason why he was under the table was because of the knife, but
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
yes, yes, the spread eagle. Yes. Oh lord, those scenes.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
But it wasn't.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Or he hid it there himself.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
I just love how
How
Gundam
did he
talks.
notice that there was a knife under the table?
Yeah.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Yeah.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
You didn't like me because of the whole thing? Yeah. It's like intentional pervy scenes that they had to place in there because all the perviness. I could do without the perviness, but I get it. I get it. Video game.
It's not because it's a video, because it's Japan.
For example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
Or he put it there himself?
That's not possible.
Thank you!
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Felt like Ibuki because of Ibuki. Dezshire went off on a rant about Ibuki last time.
Of course. I have proof to back
Ibuki's a fake musician.
This is almost like a real trial.
You think? During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. Okay, let's do it. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. Means there will be a false weak spot. You shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. Okay, if you have to rely on your own logic to determine which, okay. To rely on our own logic. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the RB button, you can progress the argument slowly, okay? Okay. Right, it did that a lot.
Refills.
Yeah.
It's the same as last time. There are new things, but this isn't.
Okay. Okay. Then good luck and have fun. Is it really a spider on you? Okay, okay, AC timer, night vision goggles, knife, blessing, okay.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either. I doubt he could have seen the killer.
Night vision goggles. On that truth bullet.
I'm
Yeah.
sure Byakuya
I feel like
ducked
it's
under
supposed
the
to be more than...
table during the
It
blackout.
was.
That sounds correct.
Correct was one of them.
Okay.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer.
But it was so dark I couldn't see. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong. No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table.
Yes, it was. Oh,
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
I hate spiders for the record, by the way. 100%. Do not like spiders.
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Why? You didn't even investigate! Shut up!
Other way around?
Sorry, I know she's a waifu, but I'm just saying.
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
But the case was in Byakuya's case, so... Whatever. Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? It's between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have a counter to the other person's claim. Draw out their weak spots and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Okay. Cut vertically. Sideways.
Like you have to slash the stick like on the floor.
Okay. And based on that, you can skew the debate mood to your advantage. Enjoy. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. When the music skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage, plus it's gonna be very big. Take a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the... Oh, well, thanks for coming in for a little bit.
See you later.
Because if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. The truth blade. I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. We'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Press the start button during these arguments. You can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Great.
You're arguing about whether you bought it or not. Like my vision.
The killer obviously used those.
Okay. Flash in the... Okay.
You just push the left stick in a direction, flash it.
Okay. What am I slashing what she's...
Slashing her text.
That's gotta be it.
Can advance forward if I'm just listening. The guru say what she wants to say and then find a point that I can argue against.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it. Damn it!
Okay,
You have to hit her with text.
The killer
Yeah, but-
obviously
You see the
used
light
those
going
night
by on
vision
the bottom?
goggles. That's gotta be it.
There you go.
I can't back down.
I don't know which button's the A button.
It's the X button.
Okay.
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh.
That part where she said brought him to the crime scene is her weak spot.
How do I switch between the knives?
Same way you do the bullets.
Okay.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Okay. Okay, I got
If
it.
you just use the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh. Okay, I'm doing really bad at this. I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night. Yeah.
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Triangle.
Because if they use night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in
This is
reality.
tutorial, we're not really
So
taking
those
part in
goggles
the
were
game.
planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, okay. Doing really bad at this.
Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, I keep.
You gotta stop attacking him.
Okay.
Because if they then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There we go.
Through
There
those
you go.
words. No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Yup.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
We want to call that clever.
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case,
He was the only one with the key.
since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
Yep.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
No, it's taped to the bottom of the
If there
table.
were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
And he's not talking food.
That's why there's quotes around
You
it.
totally mean that in a perverted way.
Thank you, Yoko. I understand why you might not. Knife was brought in the beryllium case along with the night vision goggles too. Not that. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it with the duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape?
We're so
They hid
surprised.
the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
A
Not
letter.
only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
Is it?
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Probably. You saw the letter, Nagito.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
I love
You
Gundam.
think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur because of
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. So not a very
What is this?
not a person that has a very large vernacular. Someone will kill someone. Yeah, but I mean, like, didn't have a good vocabulary.
His name was Ibuki.
Or someone like her, yeah.
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me.
And Monokuma doesn't get, yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive it wasn't
The
him.
only lies I tell are friendly lies.
I love how he's clarified that. I only tell friendly lies. I don't tell lies that would keep you from figuring out who the murderer is.
Those are still lies.
No, they're friendly lies. They're
I
like,
mean, he lied about who the murderer was in the first one.
oh yeah, he
Doesn't
did. A
matter
little
who
bit.
wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
Yeah.
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. as long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Sure.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Was it though? Like, that could have just been somebody that was trying to just mess with him. Like, we don't know for sure the killer wrote that letter. That could have just been somebody trying to mess with Byakuya, which led to getting him killed. Saying. The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us. Who's the among us? Who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of here, man. But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
Because they weren't in the room, they were underneath the building.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles.
Among Us is just Danganronpa with less Monokuma and more friendships.
But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
It had glow-in-the-dark paint on it. No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hand. Glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to
If you
get
think
the
the
knife
thriller
even
was
in
under
the
the
dark.
floor, then how could they also be getting a knife from the table?
I didn't think it was a knife. I thought they had the iron rod.
Right, but there's a knife taped under the table. Glowing paint on it.
Yeah, Byakuya went to go get that.
You think Byakuya put that in it?
Yeah.
Then why would you glowing paint? You had night vision goggles.
I don't know. I really don't know.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Well, the blackout was definitely planned.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I'm not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
Believe her so easily!
Yep, that's not easy. I'm not the killer, man. If she was playing Among Us, you could totally make her the third imposter. You'd be like, I'm not the killer. And she'd be like, I mean, guys, he said he wasn't the killer. That's it.
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
She's too kind.
I don't
Maybe she is.
technicality like that.
She seems like,
The one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
she seems very mature. By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout? No. Is that really what happened? No. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call weak spots you've seen up until now are view spots, blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. Shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? That's a hint. From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Okay? Make your argument.
You might need to look at what the accounts were if you don't remember.
Since Pekka was...
I forgot how we look at the...
Chart.
She could have...
X. Square.
Okay. I don't remember all my truth bullets, man. Teru, Chiaki.
That's impossible.
Okay. Okay. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. No, yeah, I know. Yakamaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. Okay, so it's either... Okay.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
She was in the bathroom.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
That's why we had the whole issue with the both of them in the bathroom. She never made it to guard duty because she stopped at the bathroom first. And she was in the bathroom when the blackout happened. Which is why she said she wasn't in the office when the blackout happened. From listening to Peiko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony. Yeah, Nekomaru.
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not in the office, not even before the blackout.
I agree with that. No, I think Pekka was telling the truth. Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekka.
I mean, she is pretty awesome.
It's nothing like that at all. Maru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
That is true.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started.
Or, except for Fuyuhiko, but Chiaki saw Fuyuhiko outside.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so
It's
early.
embarrassing. Shut up, man.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
Exactly, thank you.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt.
I
no way she'd admit.
did accidentally.
There's
Yeah.
no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
I was doing it for Peiko.
Weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Thank you.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
Oh.
Still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
Thank you.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are.
Why? Because he was the one in control of the food?
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
Also, here's an interesting point here. I'd just like to say, no one could see during the blackouts. They couldn't see well enough to move, except for Byakuya. But Teru made it to the dining hall from the kitchen without, and the kitchen wasn't like a total disaster or anything when we got in there, so it is Teru. I didn't mind rubbing oils on dudes, but bathroom stuff is too much for you.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Yeah?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Who made her plate? Or did she make her plate? The question is whether Peiko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Yeah, Hajime is keeping Teru in check, and you're right. She is mature. You're right. I mean, she's nowhere near, like, just because I might get irritated with her from time to time, she's nowhere near anywhere close to the bottoms of my list. Actually, when I first met her, I was like, wow, this girl's actually normal. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious! I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Peiko's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it? Clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Is it laxatives or is it would taste weird? Like,
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
no. I didn't put any laxative. What? I didn't put any laxative. Okay. Yeah, I need to think about it some more.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
It's the AC timer, isn't it?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
That's what really okay, never
There
mind.
might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
Sometimes it helps to
It's impossible that laxatives were slipped in
I gotcha.
in the dining hall.
those texts.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food.
It's true, everybody
Some
ate
of
some of that food.
Not everybody,
Food had
actually.
laxatives in it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
Well, I mean, maybe. And how strong's your stomach?
I feel totally fine. Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering. Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Arms in this version.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker. It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
Yep. A lot of them are getting really close to what it was, but she hit nail on the head on that one.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh no. We're gonna argue with him now too.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
3 irons plus both AC units turning on at the same time in an old building. I think that's what caused the power surge. That's why they had them both set to 11:30.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Oh, my favorite.
It'll get better.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to this, and that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall, if the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through those words.
I got better, see? Yeah, you're right, and Tara's oven was on. So they knew Tara was cooking.
I think the oven's gas uses electricity's life to fire.
No, because he said
Oh, the oven's like, yeah.
he said that even though it was a gas oven, it still required electricity to work.
That's true. You can wait a little bit longer before you slash them if you want to actually do what people are saying.
Oh, my.
You cut them off. Slash the text.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay, the irons are just, they weren't the direct trigger.
Direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
That is correct.
See, I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably. It's really funny hearing him say it in his voice.
Indubitably?
They probably
Now we're all going to
checked
say
the
it.
old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
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 Miss Sonia, not you too.
Oh my gosh, get over it, dude. Shane never.
Energy usage. They probably asked Monokuma about it. Dun dun dun.
I love Monokuma. Dun dun dun.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Aww. That would be bad.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
She couldn't have reached it. Maybe with her sword she could have.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Weird design, but okay.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's all right. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Yeah, he's...
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Oh my god, he's just flat out insane.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer?
I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I want her hood so bad.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Four? Oh, that's right, about the lamp. She asked him about how the killer got close to that table. And if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
But now I know that Keiko was in here.
You think it was in the bathroom?
And we know that Byakuya got from here all the way underneath the table.
They had night vision goggles.
But the killer would have struggled not to... Are we saying the killer would have struggled not to knock the lamp off the table?
We're saying the killer would have struggled to get to the table and get to the knife.
Well, yeah, because it had to come through all of these people, too. There's the fire. That wouldn't help. They're just fire doors.
Yeah, they just closed. If the fire doors close, that room gets cut off.
Yeah, the fire doors is to make sure that if the kitchen were to catch fire, it could close off this portion of the building and give people a longer time to get out. If you're in the kitchen, you just SOL. Oh, all the windows are covered. Yeah, it would have been very hard. Look at how many people are standing between the doors, the only entrance in, and the table. So then is it someone in the room? Me and Nagito were the closest ones to it. This is, I thought this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in the diagram. And Nagito is right beside it. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to... Oh! Hey, thanks for the follow! Welcome in! First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move that to that table in the dark. They'll probably use something to help them move in the dark. Yeah, it is way too easy for the game series, you're correct. Plus, I feel like he's meant to be a long-term suspicious character. What's a suspicious spot?
They could have used themselves for...
I don't know what they could have used to get themselves to the table. The lamp cord?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? Possibly done it. Oh man. Can't look at anything right now, can I?
No, you can't think so. Based on that diagram, he's the person who used this.
Crap!
How would you pick her?
She was right beside the cord.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Like the cord was right in the wall, and she was right beside the cord.
There's a much more obvious person on that diagram.
Well, Nagito, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know who's the person. Are we saying Nagito? Is that what we're saying?
Can they tell you what it is?
I'm just asking for help.
You're the only one!
He's not the only one, though.
Nagito.
He wouldn't have even needed the cord. He was standing right beside the flipping table.
Me? Judging from everyone's
See, she was right there.
before the
You got
blackout,
the
the
woman
only
and
person
Nagi
near
to
the
try and
power
find
cord was you.
Everybody thought it was Nagito was too obvious an option, so I didn't want to pick him. I was trying to go with a still obvious option, but less obvious than Nagito.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning?
I just feel like he's too obvious.
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife. That's...
Now, to be fair, it's not always the first person we pick.
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously, that's all just a coincidence.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible? Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Yeah, he had the straws before.
Everyone else drew one. He just had the one that was left over.
Yeah, I don't know how he could have made that happen, but he did have the straws ready.
Oh.
Not had a straw for himself. What?
He's the ultimate lucky student.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
I just felt like Nagito was too obvious.
Trying to count the sticks. There's 16 sticks.
Go to the trouble of preparing this. Just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws a chopstick with a red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
If I was trying to do a magic trick where I rigged that drawing, I would have all the chopsticks not have a red mark on it, and the red mark on after the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious.
I don't know that he's the killer. I mean, maybe he did hide the knife. I think maybe he did intend to kill, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
Well, I mean, that is a speech a killer would make. Very Among Us speech. Let's just not vote for anybody. Let's just skip this round, guys.
Oh, I don't think you've got a handle on Nagito yet. You better keep going.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to.
But I still don't. I'm still not sold that he did this. Like, I think maybe he intended to, maybe he planned to, but maybe someone else beat him to the punch.
Well, just admit it already.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
And we're cracking.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, I love the name, Evie Puff. That's cute.
How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. Got the crazy eyes, guys, and as if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
You're the one standing next to him.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very...
He's still trying to get us all killed.
Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Oh my gosh.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Yeah, just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Yeah. This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Another Mahiru lover. Your Mahiru favorite number 2.
Sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at.
They're uniting in the chat.
Mahiru is formed.
Why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
How about that odd old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs because he didn't want her to see the irons plugged in. If someone had walked into a room with 3 irons plugged in, the first thing they would probably do would be put them off and unplug them. I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have a time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent? His talent is... Ultimate Lucky Student.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
It's like that mutant, that...
Oh, Domino?
Domino, yeah, she just relies on her luck. I loved that part in the Deadpool movie. He's like, yeah, well, what's your superpower? And she's like, luck.
But that's it. Nagito is Domino. I gotta find the pictures.
Huh? I'm left with the red mark. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, it's only fitting you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this site.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Oh my gosh, somebody's already thought about it.
Can't get it right. Yeah! Nagito versus Domino. Death battle.
Oh.
The fuck?
How should I put this? It is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
We never know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. How However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reaction. Your treat pills will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Alright. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle... Oh, it's not. Okay. Yeah. Okay, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. And though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more time. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. If you press the start button, okay? Luck and have fun.
Now you should avoid the white noise.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed. You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hit.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
I want to look at her. I'm pretty sure it's her autopsy result. I mean, that feels like the obvious one, but... Several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. The wounds were inflicted by a thin, sharp weapon, roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. A knife is not in... That's what I thought. It's not the knife, because the knife is not in diameter. Like, when I hear a 5 millimeters in diameter, I think...
She said it was like a knife pick or an
yeah.
ice pick.
And I'm thinking like a knitting needle type thing, you know, like, cause like my knitting needles come in like in millimeters. And so like 5 millimeters in diameter, I mean, that's not a knife. So his whole story about the knife, he's once again trying to throw us off. He is once again trying to be exactly like like Claire said, a suicide bomber. He's already proven he's just trying to get us all to kill ourselves. He's just crazy.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
Why does Mika think it's strange? Because she must know something that contradicts the crime scene.
I think it's strange.
The killer is so obviously not...
He has already confessed. You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hit. No, that's wrong.
Far beyond human understanding, okay?
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. 5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Thank you.
Is this what you're trying to say, Nikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
Sorry!
Oh, I love Nagito so much.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off! What happened during the blackout? Oh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision!
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Ours?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rule?
Thank you.
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark.
I can just see your brain turning like, how is the embarrassing pose evidence?
I don't know which one's gonna help us figure out what happened in the dark.
I don't think you remember all the accounts.
Oh, Ibuki's account. He said... what the hell? What's going on here? Is that it?
Nagi just says something too. No, in Ibuki's account right after that.
Ow.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, real?
I'm the only one playing it blind. He's played it before.
Yeah, I've beaten it before.
Yeah, he's played and beat it before. I'm the only one blind here. Sadly. Don't act so surprised.
Told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Although when we get to Danganronpa 3, I don't know what happens to that one.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
900 platinum trophies! What?
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
We haven't decided if we're doing Ultra Despair Girls or not. I do have it if she wants to play it. It's up to Dezshire if she wants to do it.
I mean, I'm game.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Ultra Despair Girls is kind of like it's another game in the series. It's like a prequel, but it's not canon, I don't think. But yeah.
This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Oh.
He shoved you out? Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
But Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Apparently, Ultra Despair Girls actually takes place between part 1 and 2.
Interesting.
I thought it was before 1. Guess not.
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on. Byakuya's body was lying on the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed.
Cool.
And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles.
Then we definitely got to play it.
What happened after that? Even I don't know.
I think it's set between 1 and 2, but I don't think you should play it until later because I think it was made after 2. I think it might actually have information you don't need to know yet.
Evie says that you're supposed to play it between games 2 and 3.
Okay. Well, we could play it before 3 if that's right.
Yeah.
Failed? Then you're not the one who killed me.
But he was gonna let us vote for him anyways.
And we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Meaningless.
What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward.
I don't like you.
Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Nagito really not the killer? This guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that.
Oh, I agree with you. Nagito's my favorite character.
We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. I mean, if we listened to Nagito, we would all have voted for him and died.
Well now.
Now the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this?
Oh, that was Minami. My bad.
For those of you who have figured out who he is, how about you try to out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Well then, what are you gonna do?
I don't know who the killer is, so I'm not gonna guess the killer. We're gonna continue on.
The Guess the Killer challenge.
Yeah, and your save data melts away if you're wrong.
Oh, you're going to continue on?
Just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is. And of course,
there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil.
Villain, you are truly a villain.
Apparently, Danganronpa 3 is the one that's debatably canon or not.
Oh.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right? Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? There's no blood on Nagito.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yeah, the extra tablecloth. Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. It's obviously this. He used that to block it.
I can prove it with this. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no
Welcome back, Gary.
mistake that the murderer
Hello, welcome
under
back.
that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. So there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all.
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
See, I told you this, Gilded, and you told me there's no way. I've been saying that since last night, that they did it from underneath the floorboards, and you have been trying to convince me all day that I'm wrong.
I've done nothing.
You think it's Monokuma with the Monokuma in the Monokuma? I mean, I think it all is Monokuma.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question.
No, it's not in Hangman's Gambit anymore. This is improved Hangman's Gambit.
Like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try to not let... How is that improved? That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move, okay, the left stick, and press the A button.
X.
What?
A is X.
Yeah, I gotcha. Snatch a letter like a vacuum. This means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the A button when you have a letter caught, you can choose to shoot it where your cursor is aiming. How you release the letter, okay?
You can pick up a letter and shoot it.
Okay. Make sure you hit the same letter so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the A button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. It's called firing the letters. Catch and release the A, and fuse them. Okay. Oh my gosh. To erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal is completing the keyword. Play the question with the B button and figure out what keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the A button to fire the letter, please press the triangle button.
So once you've gotten 2 of them, you go together and they get big and freeze. You press triangle to add it to your word, and you press X to get it off the map and out of the way.
Gotcha. The letter blows up, it will be sent to the keywords list. If the sent letter is correct, it will fit into the keyword list. If not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order based on the... Oh my gosh.
That's the same as last time.
Yeah, it just seems like a...
It's not that complicated. You just gotta keep letters from running into each other.
Still damage you, so no, I don't. Okay. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more, I have a feeling I can see something.
First things first, gotta figure out what your word is.
No.
Press X to display the question. X is square.
Where did Byakuya kill this? Where did the killer stab Byakuya?
You gotta pick up one of those letters and shoot it the same letter. And then you can press X to get rid of it or triangle to keep it. Because M's are gonna hit each other.
Okay, I don't know. How do I pause?
There's no pausing.
Gosh.
Where did he kill him from?
Under the floor.
Alright, there's your words. So you need U first.
Yeah.
That U and that R are about to hit each other, and if they do, they're going to take a little bit of damage. If it is, it's fine. There's other U's. Pick up a U. There's triangle to keep it. There you go. Then you're going to get an N. You can keep that R for later. You can get rid of the other R's.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
You get the N's. You can grab the E and S. You can grab the D. Just get rid of the D. Got it.
Man.
It's better to get rid of it. Most of the letters.
I completely screwed up.
How much your health first? Triangle.
I hit the wrong one, I know. Nice if I could get a T.
Alright, so let the H get towards the middle. Wait, never mind, get rid of that H. You let it get towards the middle, that gives you the most time before other things can hit it. You can keep it there for a little bit because there's your T. You're gonna want.
I know.
So shoot the H at the H. Grab it, then hit triangle, and then triangle on the H. It's gonna be a while before you start last letter. That was gonna be
Gosh. I messed up, okay?
You want me to do this one for you then?
No, I do not. This is just... I need you to stop distracting me, though.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in bed.
Mess it up.
That's 19 seconds to spare.
Got it.
I don't like that
The
at
killer
all.
must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
I'm glad they didn't make it under the floorboards. Jeez. I don't understand why it couldn't have just been floorboards. Still a long word. It could have just been floor.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where?
How? I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Right, if I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards.
You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Ha 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 ha! It seems God exists for my benefit.
I see, good for you.
However, do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. True, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment
yes, the secret passage of doom
boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyways, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
It was Taro.
Think it was Taro?
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
He was missing from the dining hall because he went to go cook more food, right? He had access to the skewers. Could have easily gotten into the storage room, knowing the time that the breaker... Actually, he didn't know when it was...
Byakuya took all the skewers.
No, he got all but one.
Yeah, well, that one was missing from the beginning.
Although, how did he know the power was going to go out?
I think it was Nagito, you know? Like, I don't think anybody did it. That's what it was.
It was Taro.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards. Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
How would he have done it?
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Chiaki saw him outside, so he can't have been the killer.
What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Starting. Good news, you're now allowed to use the silencer. Use the silencer with the A button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with the silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So aim carefully when you're using the silencer.
You got a special shot for white noise?
Yeah, we had that in the last time.
Oh, I thought the last one you just used the regular shot for white noise. Or you trying to use like extra.
Maybe. Okay.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
That's wrong.
The culprit is self-evident.
I just want to hear what everybody had to say. The only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer? He does have an alibi.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor.
And they could have stared at without going to the storage room.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh. What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Hey, what you doing here, all alone in a place like this?
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
And he couldn't have gotten in because she was at the door with Monomi.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. We came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here, follow me here. Taro could not have known about the power going out. Okay? Wouldn't know about the power going out. Or anything like that. What if he dropped a skewer underneath the floor at some point during the entire, event, right? And what if he went underneath the floorboards to do exactly what he said you could do underneath the floorboards? What if he went underneath the floorboards to stare up the girls' skirts and see their panties? And so then the power went out and everybody freaked out and there was a big struggle, and either A, he thought Byakuya saw him underneath the floorboards and killed him for it, or B, he thought, you know what, I don't want to be trapped on this island, I want to get off, and no one would ever suspect me, so I'm gonna just stab Byakuya.
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
It's true, they did.
And someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
It sounds like a thing that Taro would do. Like, well, I mean, the stabby thing's fine, because, I mean, this game is about murder, but, like, the panty thing is totally wrong, and, like, it sounds like something he would totally do.
During the party, it was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
Here's We're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
It's the kitchen equipment list.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
I'm trying to figure out why.
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really much?
Okay, let's look at these. Okay.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
For the pain, I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Definitely sounds impossible.
Another method for moving in the dark might be what the one person suggested. So I might be able to prove it.
The
Kitchen equipment
really
list.
during the blackout.
And it's what if they had a light?
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
For the pain, I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They don't have to be dark. Should make it easier.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses, plus an iron place for barbecue, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. The kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problem using it.
It's the portable stove.
I said that too, and you said that a portable stove you were storing needed electricity.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Can we kill him now?
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Rebuttal Showdown.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Assuming the portable stove was used as a light source contradicts Kazuichi's testimony. I don't think what Kazuichi said is wrong. I guess for now I should offer a rebuttal.
Did you forget?
Kazuichi.
Kazuichi said it was too dark to even get to the office. I don't know. He's saying someone was out in the hallway with a light source. Kazuichi
said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't think what Kazuichi said is wrong. I guess I should now offer...
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light
fire door.
That you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
You can do it like a diagonal so you get all the words at once.
Gosh, okay.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I'm not good at this.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
He shut the fire door.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway... Oh. Damn it! Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
I hit the wrong button.
Dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
It stood out, so the killer did. Oh, yeah.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? Allow me to cut through those words.
Maybe there was one later in the game that really tripped me up because you had to actually let them beat you to
or are you just pretending you forgot?
Okay, Toad, did you? Yeah, or you just pretending you forgot.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I love it. Conversation.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate.
He does know what we are.
You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Oh gosh.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
You're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards stabbed Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is you and only you.
The funny thing is, in the first game, you had Kyoko as a detective who kind of figured out what was going on. She knew more than she would tell you, but she would kind of guide you through the story, right? Or through the trials.
Yeah.
In this one, Nagito kind of knows what's going on, but he's not exactly helpful, but he is still kind of guiding you.
Could it be you?
What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
So you're telling me I got...
You got both of them right.
Wow.
That's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary
I have no idea.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
Yeah.
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
It was targeted by a mark. What's that mark? I have no idea. Oh, the knife? You're saying the knife?
I can prove it with this.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
We did go under the floorboards to go look up girls' panties. Saw the knife and decided. Okay.
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Don't step on my feet!
Sarah says we need a new emote, a big brain Dez.
We should.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Gilda's been talking about getting artwork that incorporates me into the stream.
This, you know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there.
But then you would have noticed that it was also in the hallway.
Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking this. So, if you want, you should try licking me.
I was
No
waiting for
way!
the roar.
You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? I don't want to blame you.
I mean, I do.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Gaps in the floorboard.
Let me ask you again.
Could have heard him on the
Did
floor.
you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Is that the only?
As long as I have her testimony.
It's this one.
The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
See, in addition to picking up cutting through those words, you could pick up shooting through that contradiction. That'd be another good one to add to the you know, to the vernacular.
Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right?
You're gonna pick that on up.
Shouted
Good.
from under the floor. It should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teru Teru?
hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru Teru?
Look at Monokuma in the background, like.
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
Ooh, I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Put it into like Creole or something.
Teru Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout. He should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
He doesn't sound like he's from Brooklyn. It sounds like he's from the Bayou. Louisiana, maybe.
Get on down to Bayou.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
Oh, he's got to tell.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
I probably can.
Oh, you again.
Whether or not Teru Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him.
I'm glad I didn't have to try and do Teru Teru's voice after he switched accents, because I could not pull that one off.
Okay. What's the problem again? I just need to throw that question at him. What question?
To prove that he wasn't in the dining hall right after the lights
Oh,
went back on.
this. Embarrassing pose comes up.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power...
We know you would have noticed this.
Then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Whoa, what?
God.
So embarrassing!
No, this is a very important
I knew Mikan showing everybody everything would be coming handy.
Well, Teru Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
We all remember. And he's the biggest perv. Oh
It's a
my.
pretty clever way of tricking.
It's like the fourth time we get the big close-up of this. It's not even the first time she's fallen like that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
At least it was for a reason.
How about it?
We needed something pervy to prove the perv wasn't there.
Nobody believes that, man.
From my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
I'm starting to like her more.
Even so. Nagito, say something.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
Another weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Jack?
It's no use. I
can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet. You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monami! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good
I love how they're giving him a translator.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
I guess to a Japanese person that would be a confusing accent. Interesting to know what his accent was like in the Japanese version. Like, did he actually start speaking English and like...
I would imagine they probably use some like weird Japanese dialect. They do have some like that. I don't know though. That's curious. I'm curious.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. Thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeter.
I don't think Osaka's quite that bad though.
I think they messed that up there. It's supposed to be with a diameter of about 5 millimeters.
Yeah, they messed it up.
50 millimeters. Much bigger. And at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh, what's that?
Yeah, using Osaka would be more like just a southern accent in general. They're going like full on Cajun, barely understand. I don't know, maybe.
Oh no, not this again.
You know what the word is?
No, I don't. And you know what? I really need to make a bathroom break before I try and do this again.
Alright, bathroom break!
So I will be right back. And we're going to run a quick ad while I'm gone just to help anybody coming in not get the pre-rolls. But stay right there and we're going to figure out this murder. And we're back. Sorry.
Welcome back to Go to Gaming.
All right.
Actually, I gotta figure out what your word is. If you hit X, you can display the question.
Yeah.
X being or A.
What weapon is it? Okay, an Iron Skewer. Man, come on. I'm not a... No. Yeah, but even here, like, I'm still waiting to... You can shoot them into space like that? I didn't know that.
Yep. You don't have the R yet. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Dang. You
can't spell. That was wrong.
Yeah, I gotcha. Thank you. Wow, you're really good at that. Dang.
I play video games for a living. Not really. I wish I did.
That's it. The weapon must be the Iron Skewer.
Huh? The Iron Skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru.
I'll let you do it.
I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one Iron Skewer missing. Oh, that's right. As far as I know, it's been missing from the start.
So that missing Iron Skewer is the weapon?
An Iron Skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Yes, it would.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the Iron Skewer?
The Avril Lavigne.
I was just about to ask that. I was like, did he just say Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
You're just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
That's a fun fact that'll come up later.
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building. Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh.
Finally, we are nearing the end. Cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. Probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. High-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time, the panic talk action. PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so that you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the circle, and then you will be able to lock on to the opponent's remark. Keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock on up to onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterwards, you release the bee. And the temple marker. Will intercept the locked-on remark and destroy it. By destroying marks, you will be able to damage your soul shields, protecting the opponent, and destroy them. However, you cannot destroy their remark within the time limit. You will end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the start button to review the controls. For the PTA, just focus on pressing the B button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all of your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give you their final argument. And if that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the... Oh, wow. Yeah. Gotcha.
It's really funny. I actually watched Code Carnage play this too. For this particular one, he kept getting the words in the wrong order. It's funny.
If you press the buttons in the right order, you will be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, your opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck and have fun.
What the hell you say, you doing,
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hip?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
The Iron Skewer is a weapon, and hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon... Too many was's. Was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon with an iron skewer?
Wow.
In a big piece of meat.
Can you hit it in a big piece of meat?
Maybe. I mean... Think carefully.
Poor chicken.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm hiding anything!
I must reveal to Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer.
Panic talk action.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable!
You're gonna hold the button down at 1 and let go of a different one.
Oh.
Like, you're not doing anything.
Shut up!
You hit the X or circle?
I'm hitting circle. I don't know what I'm doing.
Nonsense!
Lock on. Alright.
That's...
If RB for fever time, too. Didn't tell you about that, but theoretically you have it.
It definitely told me to hit B.
Yeah, well, this is saying A, so I'd go with A. Yeah.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton!
Paris Hilton!
Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton!
Almost got him.
Shut up! Where would the weapon be?
On the meat bone.
That's impossible!
Keep going.
Man.
Nonsense!
I'm gonna die.
Unforgivable! I don't know.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton!
weapon be?
Left, top, right, down.
This is the end.
The cards should be exactly needed on the bone meat.
But the Iron Skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
Yeah, seems there's no dangerous items like that skewer in the fresco earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew, wouldn't have known what to do if you said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that can hide a weapon as long as an Iron Skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the Iron Skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over
Wouldn't he
that piece of meat.
remove the... Oh, he
But
put...
then you would have found it, and you can't litter it.
Oh, you... He put it back there after he killed Byakuya?
Had to hide it somewhere.
Okay, so we're saying he hid it there initially and then put it back.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that.
Where did Monokuma go? I'm right here! I'm already eating it! A bear that eats meat!
As opposed to those herbivore bears.
Oh, it's the poo that eats the honey.
Like a panda bear eats like bamboo.
Now that I think about
That's
it,
true, but...
that's pretty normal.
I mean,
Now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
a barrel...
What's this? So yummy!
Yeah.
Damn it! That's my meat! I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life!
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My! There's something inside the meat! Look what came out! Isn't that...
Is that an Iron Skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef. Wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me. Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Oh!
You're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Never should have went about cooking all your great.
Just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should
I
first...
guess we need to settle this once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident, and then I can prove Terra's crime. That's right, if we don't do that, we can end this no matter... Can't end this no matter how much time passes.
We need to do it.
Alright guys, So it's finally come to this. My throb is chesting.
Just as throbbing. Chiaki looks like your detective friend. Chiaki looks like Chihiro.
Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. The closing argument. I have a feeling that we're going to be dealing with Nagito all the way up to the very end. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Nagito is with us for the long haul. This page, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the orders of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside the one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. Use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps. But once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move... Okay... And each page... Oh! It will display hints at the top of the screen. Okay. If a hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move... Panel... It will display a hint as well. Then explains the scene. I don't know that we really call these hints, but sure. Okay.
Here are the little captions that hint at what they are. But you know, sometimes it's hard to tell what the panel means.
Put together these 2 hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright guys, the closing argument. Alright. Everyone at the party is... Not holding, okay. Everyone...
It's showing where everyone is at the party. Like she's in the bathroom, he's waiting outside, he's in his room. Yep.
Okay.
You can do them in any order, you don't have to do them.
At the storage room before the blackout. Same scene as the office room and dining hall.
You might not even have the right ones for these ones. They only give you 5 at a time, and then when you get all the good ones in, then they give you...
The office room when the blackout occurred. Not either. Heard it.
Got a new set of them.
Okay. Have switched on. Okay. Okay.
Oh crap. Your health was so low from the previous thing.
Okay.
Shit, how far back do you go?
Okay.
Because they told you the wrong button, but...
I know they did, and it's bull. The chosen of the blackened is. Are you kidding me?
This is my hour end?
Oh my gosh.
Never give up.
Refilling your thing. Where's the fish at? Closing on you. Okay.
Hallelujah. I got so.
Probably got a different one, a different order this time.
Great. Closing the fire door.
And some of them so that's that second to last one there. There's already a panel of it, like just to the right there.
Yeah.
So that's probably not even going to be a real one.
Okay. Was there? Okay. We know where that last one goes.
First and the third one were fakes last time.
And the last one goes, somewhere.
It was later on. It was near the end.
Oh, was it? Okay. You're right, it was here.
That one, yeah. I heard it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I could show everybody what it looks like when you lose. I'm sorry I didn't read it. I was a little in shock at the moment. Okay. Okay. We know the third one goes here. Inlet, portable stove. Room and the blackout occurred. Okay.
What's it say when you mouse over the air conditioner?
The air conditioner turned on. Last stop. Goes there. Did we fill in all? Okay, no, we didn't. Everyone at the party. Oh yeah, okay. Jockey. Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Did it perfect that time.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for this. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
Think about how this could have easily gone so badly for everyone. It could have set the whole building on fire.
That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage.
Let's all be honest here. Taro did not look anywhere near that cool going under the floorboards.
They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retrieved it, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed. He had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the Iron Skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. after they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
Setting the building on fire would have been a smart idea.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Set the building on fire on purpose. I would break one of the full rules and you would have been killed.
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
So here's my question before we hit the A button and go forward. So we're saying that both Nagito and Teru painted spots so they could see when the lights went out?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
I can't stand here and cry.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Whoops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Okay.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Well, you got your wish.
I did. Goodbye, pervert.
Correct.
Yahoo!
That's right. This time, the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Tagami is Teru Hanamura.
No. You...
Serious? Out of all these people, you saying that a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya?
He's gonna spit roast him? I guess we'll find out.
But... why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you.
Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean?
I spent all morning in the old building preparing dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laugh from near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty putting a knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room and mess up the air conditioning timers. Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he... You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught?
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Huh? Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to try to stop me. You stop me now, it doesn't matter, I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the days beyond that, I'll definitely start killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
That's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents to the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness. In order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hopes shine. It's as simple as that. That's right, I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious.
Man.
You don't understand. That's fine. I really don't mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic.
Wait, no way!
There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is?
Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
Better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing.
It's amazing to me that something as untalented as myself could become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great.
No greater honor than becoming the foundations that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it, you're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun?
It's not the same as killing someone for fun, but I guess it'd look the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die.
Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Perhaps that was intentional too.
Huh?
So,
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex.
Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead?
I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who's supposed to take the knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the Iron Skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him.
Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife, and then in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. I can see why she might remind a little bit of the detective. It's, for me, it's more about the intuitive different things that she notices. Huh?
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What?
What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he?
Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise.
Would it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife?
See, Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair.
What?
But shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
Ooh, sorry.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. That's why I decided to help Terror.
Why? Why?
Well, because Terror decided to commit his crime because he had also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. He was willing to go that far. I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Terror.
I mean, confirm. Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Terror. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
In order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those are my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Terror?
Man.
In the end, my hope wasn't enough. This turned out to be a bad ending for Terror. But you should be proud of yourself. You'll not die in vain.
Great.
You'll become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible.
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off?
Kill! He said, high school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Terror.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Cause I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Well, hold on.
No.
no.
That was, how should I put it, an accident, act of self-defense, not intentional. Anyways, I feel it's possible, it's not my fault.
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's a murder.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Probation.
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's not... Hey, save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest, after learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong!
You're wrong.
There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you are just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teru?
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru.
I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope Speak Academy and come home.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already.
I know that already.
Promised.
Okay, it still doesn't excuse the fact that the guy is a total perv.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is still waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru.
But if we told our memories, we were told our memories were stolen, and that's several years have passed since our first day.
Oh no.
Hey!
What happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me?
So you did believe what Monokuma said.
Damn it! You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. But why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I just wanted to make sure that it was all a lie. I wanted to make sure I still have a place to call home. Teru, you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it, because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If I only knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened.
I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he's gonna kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So, you wanted to first kill.
I'm sorry.
Guys, it doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. Let's see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Terra.
I see. Interesting plots. As far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring.
What?
So, yahoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't! Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
Now that that annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait.
I'm not asking for any forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Bobby, chef! No, wait, that's not what I...
Please!
Please, at least tell me, what happened to the Hanamura Dina? The mama?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Just kill the man.
Yeah, in this case.
Have an Iron Skewer through his chest. Sorry.
At least 10 times. Alright. What are we gonna do now?
Claire says he's hoping that he'll shit roast.
Deep fried Dare. Oh, napalm? Oh, jeez. Butter, bread,
Well, yeah, that was
It might be overcooked. Extreme.
is you know, understating that. Actually, I think it's much more than extreme.
The adrenaline is rushing through me.
Damn it!
2.
Are you fucking serious?
How cruel.
Why did you do something so cruel? Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school if you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it to you in front of the class?
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it.
this is just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all.
What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules.
I can't just let that slide. What do you mean?
When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something?
However, there's a catch.
Don't tell me the catch is...
Figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? And you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories.
Why? Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know.
Yeah. Us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories?
Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began.
Huh? You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of...
But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away.
Not fair.
Of course!
I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be.
I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do.
Huh?
The heck?
So cruel!
Then...
Oh, that was me, sorry. Oh, Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Teru, you stupid!
Such despair.
Ending like this is just full of despair. Seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You.
Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? At the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope, your splendid talents. No way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Go say creepy shit and I'll fucking kill you. Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone. Absolute hope to be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You, how messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer.
Are you seriously intending to help the killer?
It's really not that big a deal. If you stoop to Hope Peak Academy, your symbols of hope will possess the chosen talents.
Great.
It shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently, you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us to not kill him.
Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Hey, can I punch you? I just won't be satisfied till I punch you. Fine, let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What? Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stings. I thought you and I were quite similar.
What does that?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards Hope Peaks Academy, just like me.
Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
How can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, it's true that our school memories were stolen. It's the the same as not knowing our true selves, too.
No, we don't know what Hajume's the ultimate of.
Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is.
Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do. Her button.
No, whenever she's pumped up, it gets a little, but yeah.
Wait!
Hold on!
Please stop!
Please stop this at once! Nothing will come from fighting like this. There is something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen.
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do. You've already said that.
Ask.
Which is?
Do our best.
You fiend.
Well?
We must first sleep here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
If only I was a better motivational speaker.
No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. We need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, we're definitely gonna pay off, right?
Yes.
That is right.
But what do we have to work hard at?
I do not know, but we must do our best.
Jeez, I don't get you at all. You some kind of moron?
Well?
Fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to that feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we're not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul to fight to the very end.
Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. We continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain has fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teruteru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no reason. After not doing much of anything, I duly looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. Yeah, Jabberwock is a reference to Alice in Wonderland, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere. In a book. It's reading rainbow. Sorry. That crossed my mind for some reason. Sky is connected to anywhere, even in my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. True story. When I was 5, they asked me what I wanted to name my sister. I told them I either wanted to name her Reading, Rainbow, or both.
So they did. For some reason, people call her not that.
That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this?
Is someone watching me?
Chapter 1, Destination Despair. Yeah. 14 students remain. A 3-star badge and an achievement. A wooden stick.
Oh man, that's what I always wanted.
And we saved the game!
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything. Even if we weren't told this directly, you'd know it just by looking at the world around us. The internet, TV, and newspapers are overflowing with hopeful messages that say exactly that. But people who can't win, people who don't try to win, people who try their best and still can't win, they are all worthless trash. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else. No matter how hard a lowly human tries, they will never be the same as someone who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. People with talent don't become talented. They're just born with their abilities right from the start. That's right, just like you guys. That's why I have so much respect for you all. Just so you know, what I feel is different from admiration. Admiration is wishing you could be like the object of your admiration. But what I feel is not so self-serving. How should I put it? What I feel is more pure. More like a selfless love that wants nothing in return. So, I want you guys to believe me when I say, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help. I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killer survives. I just want both sides to do their very best. I want to see with my own two eyes the absolute hope that lies ahead. Yep, I'm really lucky. Someone as insignificant as me will be there when hope and despair collide and unleash their energy. So please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored to help you carry out your plan. I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to kill me in a way that befits...
Oh, shut up.
See in punishment, then in trouble.
Byakuya and Teru died just last night. And an ordeal like that doesn't change the fact that I still get hungry. Yeah, I agree. I learned this firsthand as I headed towards a hotel restaurant with dreary, sullen footsteps.
So, it's midnight already?
Yeah, we're gonna have to end there.
Yeah.
Oh. Hajime, you're already here. Good morning. I was hoping it would let me save before I...
You just saved.
I know, then we have to go through all that all over again.
What, his little Nagita spiel?
Yeah. But I feel like we're gonna have to go through all this, so...
Yeah.
Alright, well...
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, and everybody that followed, I really appreciate it.
New followers. We are changing our schedule a little bit next week. So, Dezshire is no longer going to be doing Sundays. He's going to be doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So 3 days in a row.
Yep.
So, Danganronpa 2 will continue on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I will be starting Final Fantasy IX tomorrow night.
Yep.
So tune in tomorrow night for Final Fantasy IX. and you know, because we're on here every night, every day.
And with that, I am gonna thank you guys all for watching. I'm gonna switch spots with Gilded because, but yeah.
All right. Yep. We're on here every night, 365 days a year, and all that jazz. So come on back by. Hope you like Final Fantasy because we're playing through the whole series right now. And if you're only here for Danganronpa, like I said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's when she's gonna be back on here. So thanks for watching, guys. We're really glad to have you. Hit us up on YouTube too. You can check out all our old playthroughs there, including Danganronpa 1 is already up there if you want to see the first one. But I'm gonna go ahead and raid on over to Jay Crutchfield. He's also playing Final Fantasy. He's doing Donna's Souls right now, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance. So say hi to him for me. Good night, guys. Bye.